This segment is brought to you by Kansas Wheat. Learn more at rediscoverwheat.org.
Good morning and welcome to Farm Factor on Ag Am in Kansas. I'm your host, Conrad Cabus. Today we have a special episode focusing on the future of water in our state. Take a look. In October of 2013, Governor Brownback issued a call to action to his administration to develop a 50-year water vision plan for the future of Kansas. It is a fact that the Ogallala Aquifer is declining faster than it is recharging. At this rate, with no changes in the next 50 years, the Ogallala will be 70% depleted and our reservoirs will be 40% filled with sediment. After the first draft, there were revisions that were brought to the annual Governor's Conference on the Future of Water in Kansas, which was held November 12th through the 13th at the Hilton Garden Inn and Conference Center in Manhattan, Kansas.
I'm Earl Lewis. I'm the Assistant Director at the Kansas Water Office, and we're here at the third annual Governor's Conference on the Water and the Future of Kansas Conference. Today we'll be unveiling the second draft of the Governor's vision for water supply in Kansas and getting feedback. We've got about 650 folks who are going to be here today from all walks of life in Kansas and really are interested in meeting with folks and getting their feedback and comments on things they hear today.
The conference highlighted the latest policy and research development of water issues in Kansas. The conference brings together scientists, water managers, state and federal officials, and citizens who share an interest in Kansas water resources. A large focus was sharing the outcomes of the past year to address the Governor's 2013 call to action to develop a long-term vision for our state's future water supply.
Kansas, I think in general, has a really good water system. We've been very proactive as a state, both on the quantity and the quality side. We've got a very well-established set of laws and regulations and a good, knowledgeable, regulated public that understands how we do things in Kansas and how we interact with our producers, with our citizens. And we've made a lot of progress over the last decade, really, of reducing water use and becoming much more efficient how we use water, less water waste. And on the water quality side, we've seen some improvements in a number of our streams that are now in better shape than they were, and we're making a lot of progress. Again, primarily working with folks rather than trying to be heavy-handed. The vision, last year at this conference, the governor charged us with going out and developing a vision for water supply in the future of Kansas, and primarily focused on Ogallala in the west and reservoir sedimentation in the east. And we've had the opportunity with a group of us from the Department of Agriculture, from the Kansas Water Office, to go around the state over the last year and talk with more than 10,000 different citizens at over 200 events. And we've gotten a lot of feedback, as you might imagine, on all aspects of water. And so in July we issued or released a first draft for that vision and went around again and got a lot of feedback from folks, a lot of good comments, and we've tried to take those to heart and make some changes to the document. What's being released today is the second draft. We think it's much further along, and we certainly hope folks will see that we've listened to a lot of their comments. Obviously, when you're talking 10,000 folks, it's tough to balance everybody's comments, but we've certainly tried to listen to the ones that we hear the most and make sure that we're representing those comments. This is not the end of the line. Certainly folks can continue to provide comments, review the document. It'll be released today on the Kansas Water Office website, which is www.kwo.org. And you can go online and download that copy and email us, call us, let us know what your comments are, where you think we've hit the mark, and where you think we need to do some more work.
Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.
Valley Vet Supply.
Tallgrass Commodities offers producers bulk commodities at a reasonable price with reliable service throughout the whole Midwest. To find out more about Tallgrass Commodities, visit tallgrass.us or call 785-494-8484.